Hi everyone, I'm Elise and you're watching Alice in Wonderland, and today I'm going to be telling you all the best places to eat on Curacao. I mean, come on, what is more important than good food? I honestly have not found the answer to this question, so let's dive in. Alice in Wonderland, traveling the world to find the right information for your next destination. Alright, so on Curacao there is a ton of good places to eat food. Like, so many good places. I'm actually gonna name 5 restaurants to go to, and other than that, there's also a lot of areas where you can actually decide what type of food that you want. That is really fun to visit. And one of those places is right downtown Pune. It has a lot of cute little streets and alleys. There's a lot of colorful houses and a lot of cute little restaurants and shops. So definitely go check that out. One of the other ones that's worth mentioning is eating right by the Emma Bridge. There are a couple of restaurants there, and it's really nice to just sit there and watch the bridge open and close and watch the people and watch the lights change. And it really is just a nice view. And when the bridge does open and a large cruise comes by, be warned because you might get your feet wet. But that's actually pretty fun to experience. So that is a fun little fact about eating at that place. Then, of course, you need to go eat right by the ocean, and there's actually quite a couple of cute little areas that you can eat at. Here are just a few where you can or sit right by the beach, or you can sit like right over the cliffs, and that honestly gives you a lovely view and a lovely sunset to watch. And speaking of watching the sunset and eating at a beach, one of the places that you do have to eat and at least be at night is Mumbo Beach Boulevard or Cabana Beach. There are tons and tons of restaurants there with really good food. There's a lot to pick from. They're all really close together, so you can just walk down the boulevard and just see whatever you prefer. So definitely go there at night as well, because the lights are really lovely and the atmosphere is just fun. There's usually a lot of music there as well, even live music. Alright, so now let's dive into my top 6 of actual restaurants that you could go to that I would definitely recommend going to. And number 6 is, here it comes, the name of the place is the Buurvrouw. Let's just say that, because it's a Dutch word, and in English you don't really have a word for it. You just say your neighbor. So we actually have 2 different words if it's a woman or a man that is your neighbor. So it's the Buurvrouw. I loved this restaurant when I went there. The staff is really nice and the food is really good, and it is a really lovely place. It's especially when you come back from the west and you go back to Willemstad, you will probably pass it. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Alright, that was the neighbor. Let's go to number 5. And that is Hovi Kaskoor. So I actually have not eaten here myself, but I feel like it's worth mentioning because it is very well known. It has a ton of good reviews. If you have actually eaten here, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to hear your experience. I'm actually quite sad that I didn't eat there because I kind of found out about this place too late. So that's why I am putting it in this video, so you guys can go there and enjoy it, because yeah, I kind of missed out on it. Alright, so that was a quick one. Let's go to number 4. And this is actually a really fun spot. It's also mostly about the surroundings. It's a very typical Dutch food truck actually, and it's right on the side of the road. And it actually just recently changed its name because it was called the Big Mountain of Fries. And in Dutch it says de Grote Berg Patat. But it just changed its name to Flamingos, and that kind of also gives away what I was talking about the surroundings, because it has a gorgeous sunset right over a little lake actually, and there is a ton of flamingos there to spot, so that is actually really fun. And you can have some typical Dutch food, Curacao being a Dutch colony and all, that might be interesting to experience as well. And you can eat some fries with mayonnaise because that's the Dutch way of eating fries. And you can have some fried meat, and it is really, really good. It's really bad food, like not really healthy food, but it's fun to experience just once. I mean, come on, you're on your vacation, who cares? So yeah, it's really cheap, it's really nice. There's not a lot of seating there, so be aware of that. And if you're not really interested in eating fries, then you can just eat some goat meat right around the corner, because there's a goat meat restaurant around there as well. Fun fact. All right, let's move on to number 3. And that is actually right in Pune. There is a food restaurant with a lot of locals that live there, where you can eat the most crazy, really local dishes. And I am personally really fond of trying to actually learn about the culture, and a lot of what a culture defines is food. So definitely go check that place out. It is right downtown Pune. The food is kind of strange, I would say. So it's just to have an experience, because yeah, some of it is good, some of it is just worth trying. But yeah, it's fun to meet the locals, and you actually eat at tables where you just sit kind of together. So yeah, that's kind of fun. Next is Brokkeput Mai Mai, and that is my number 2. And honestly, Brokkeput Mai Mai is such a lovely place to go and eat. There is live music there. It has a giant tree and it's filled with lights. It's quite in the middle of nowhere, so it is a little bit of a drive. It doesn't take long, it's just a little bit out there. Yeah, the food is really good, the staff is really nice. And they actually also do a lot of other activities. There's a lobster night, there's a salsa night, there's tons of other things. So definitely go check out their website. So you can check out the menu online, make a reservation, because it is really popular, so go eat there. But yeah, definitely worth going. Down to my number 1, and Curacao being an island, you kind of feel like you do need to eat some fish, right? So because there's a ton of fishermen there, and probably with this intro, some of you might already know what I'm going to say. And my number 1 pick is the visserij, and the visserij is such a good place to eat good fish. So you do kind of want to get there early, because they just sell the things that they caught that day. So when it's sold out, it's sold out. So when you get there a little bit later, a lot of things will be sold out. Yeah, so you pay by 100 grams. You can just tell them which types of fish you want to eat. They do serve fries with it. You add that as a bonus, or a salad, or anything else that you can pick. Also, this sign definitely makes a lot of sense at this restaurant, because the line can be really, really long. So please go there early. Try and go there on a weekday is also something that I would recommend. Going there during the weekend is going to be a lot more crowded. So now we've talked about a ton of food, and I kind of feel like I should also mention some drinks, because Curacao is actually known for this one drink, and it is called Blue Curacao, which is locally made. I feel like you kind of should try it. It is an alcoholic drink, so sorry kids. If you are under 18 or you're not really into alcoholic drinks, there is also this local lemonade, Ava di Limucci. That is actually a type of lemonade with lime. And that is really yummy as well, and you can order it at a lot of restaurants. Definitely try that as well, and let me know what you think. All right, that was it for today. Tons of good places to eat, which is something that I love, and Curacao definitely knows what good food is all about. Sorry about the lighting, it kind of got dark really quick. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. The end of the season is kind of coming up, but there's still a couple of videos coming out, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Love always and adventure often. Bye guys.
Nice.